Okay, we are at the last sort of an image that I would like to leave the discussion with. It should be short and hopefully sweet. So, what am I trying to convey now? Yeah. So the I have sort of shown all these sort of multiple triangles and tried to convey that what is the image, whatever the image is, what is it that we should take away, that in all the various aspects that we experience in the Vishwa, we should know that within all these aspects is lying the Satya that is underlying, and that is Sanatana. And if we connect with that, then we kind of glued on to our own Swarupa and effectively. So I wanted to just leave another sort of image, because as I was sort of going through all these slides, the multiple trikonas that I had kind of flashed, another message, another image flashed in my mind, which is that of Sri Dattatreya. Okay. And I thought, yeah, actually Dattatreya image also can be seen as an expression of Sanatana Dharma itself. And why do I kind of say that? Okay. So you have the Sri Dattatreya, and you have what I refer to as the Paramartha Sthiti. But why is it that I'm saying that Dattatreya can be seen akin to the image of Sanatan Dharma itself? Yeah. So Dattatreya, Sri Dattatreya seems quite chaotic and confusing. Dharma also looks chaotic and confusing. Sri Dattatreya is very difficult to approach and also makes one set aside our own norms of what we perceive as civility. Yeah, all of those must sort of simply set aside. Dharma too is not very easy to approach and has practices which seem unusual to the uninitiated. Yeah, so in that sense, there seems to be some sort of commonality between both. In fact, what can be a better image of Sanatana Dharma than showing Sri Dattatreya himself is what comes to mind. But let's kind of dig down a little further. So first, we see, what do we see first when we see Swamiji? We see the Pradhana Devata, which is Vishnu, Brahma, and Rudra. So I talked about Trimurti as a Pradhana Devata. So that kind of comes right in the beginning. Then we see this whole Sharira, okay, and then we see Go, and if you look at her as the Devi, then you have just like I talked of Prakasha and Vimarsha, one can say that both are kind of seen here. Yeah, that's one way to probably see it. But whilst all this is sort of fine so far, you must be wondering, what is this? What is this about dogs? And what are the dogs doing? And they seem to be quite obedient, looking up to Sri Swami Dattatreya. Yeah, so I'll come to the dog's piece. So first is the Paramatha Sthiti of the entire image that comes out from this entire image. Then we see Trimurti. Yeah, the Hridaya of Sanatana Dharma. Therefore, when I see this image, I should think of Satya, Srishti, Niyama, and Yoga. Okay. Now coming to the dogs. Now dogs, I would want to link them to the Loka Vyavahara. And why do I do that? So in the Loka, we have medicine. So Ayurveda, started by Sushruta. We have song and dance and dramas and that aspect. So Bharata Muni is the author of Natya Shastra. Then we have governance, economics, all of that coming, and you have Artha Shastra by Chanakya. You have the Dharma Shastra, how to live a daily life of a dharmic person. So you have Manu, you have Yajnavalkya, and you have many others, right? So you have the Dharma Shastra. You have the Shilpa Shastra, which is architecture, design, etc. Again by Vishwakarma. Now, and there are many more such disciplines. What you actually see is that all these disciplines, there is a common thread, in the sense that just like we have anything the Vishwa reflected as a Trikona, but it's centered around Satya, all these disciplines which can be likened to dogs. And why do I say dogs is because dog is supposed to be an expression of Tamoguna, and everything that we do in Loka Vyavahara is more manifest, physical, and in that sense one can see all of these as expressions of tamas only, to take into its extreme, or rajas and tamas if you have to be more if I want to add the other guna also, or even sattva for that matter. But the point is, all these are guna infested. But if these different disciplines are aligned to the satya, then through them we can approach Swamiji. So through Ayurveda, we can approach or reach the state of Paramartha Sthiti. through Natya Shastra we can do that, through Artha Shastra we can do that, etc. etc. So the point is, no matter what is my vocation or engagement in the Loka Vyavahara, if each of them has the Satya imbued in it, then just like these obedient dogs are looking at Swami Dattatreya, similarly, whatever we do, we will eventually reach Swamiji. So, which is why I thought one image again helps in absorbing the idea of Sanatana Dharma in a very effective way. So, why not kind of state this also? So, I hope those who are watching this find this interesting enough, and any inputs to improve this are always welcome. Okay, so that brings me to the end. So I will say Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha, because whatever little I have presented would not have been possible but for the Swami Guruji's here, which is Sri Shanmukha Samaveda Sharma, Swami Paramarthananda ji, and Swami Krishnananda. YouTube is filled up with many lectures. Shanmukha Samaveda Garu in Telugu, and Paramarthananda ji in English, and Swami Krishnananda. There is a website which has possibly the most phenomenal pieces of writing on these topics, and very difficult to absorb, but it's been a joy to read Swami Krishnananda's writings. Even a few of them I have not read all of them, but the sheer knowledge that is all contained within it is fantastic. So bow down to all of them. And there are many more gurus, but these I would call as pradhana. But again, all these three gurus take us to this goal, what Swami Ramana Maharishi was established in. Which is why I couldn't help again using this trikona to just reinforce that whatever anybody eventually does, that knowledge takes us to the Paramartha Siddhi, which is our own Swarupa. Okay, so with that we come to the end. Swasti, thank you very much. And as I stated again and again, feedback is welcome, will be very helpful. Errors, negative points, positive points, everything, I will be very happy if some feedback is given. If not, that is also fine. Thank you. Swasti.